Yes. It's time for the Rich Herrera Radio Show on a Tuesday. Last show before Pac-12 Media Day. I'm off tomorrow. I am off on Thursday, driving to Los Angeles, California. I'm prepared to go across the border and pay like $23 more a gallon for gas. And I'll probably get grumpier and meaner as I go across the border because I don't know anybody that lives in California that's not grumpy and mean. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best because I'm excited that today's it. Dragon Ball, today is it. Today is the day. Football training camps are going. Media days are winding up. College football camps will be starting. It is time for us to segue into football.
Yes, it is.
That's the best you could do to contribute to the program today?
Yeah, so far. But I'll go ahead and I'll be able to give you more energy once I get all my football headlines ready to go because there's quite a bit going into training camps.
You're all worthless and weak. Now drop and give me 20.
Let's go, campers. Let's go, football players. Drop and give me 20. I can't wait for the beginning of the football season.
I can maybe give you 10, maybe a 15 if I really space them out.
Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats.
Be a dog. Come on. I want to see where my dogs are at right now. Be a dog.
Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats.
No, come on. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get after it. I'm ready for football season. I've got football gear on today. I'm fired up. I am ready to go. So here's what we have coming up on the program today. We have a big announcement. We have a really big announcement coming up at 3:30 today. We have this radio station, and you can do a lot of good things with the radio station. And I want to do more to help support the community and support the Arizona family. So we are going to make a major announcement coming up at 3:30 today. Mike Fader, who's a longtime sports executive here in Tucson. He's ran just about every ball club that's ever put stakes in the ground here in Tucson. We're going to have him come on the program, and we're going to make an announcement coming up at the bottom of the hour, something that this radio station is going to get behind, become a sponsor of, and support, and keep a legacy going in this community that's really important to a lot of people here. So that's coming up this hour of the program. Pretty proud of what we're going to announce today here on 1290. Also, Pac-12 Media Day, like we said, I'm giddy about it. I'm excited. Dragon Ball, if I could steal something from Pac-12 Media Day for you, I'll try to bring it back.
You know what? I'm going to ask you to not steal anything.
It's Los Angeles. It's okay.
No.
It's L.A.
No, don't.
You want me to bring you something back?
If you can bring something back.
Oh, I'll take something.
Through legal means only. The last thing I want to have to deal with.
What fun is that?
The last thing I want to have to deal with is having to be a potential accessory.
Hey, what's that over there? Oh, look, I just got this pen.
No.
Ooh, what's that over there? Look, it's Roxy Bernstein's laptop.
Oh, I'm sure Roxy's going to know it was you the minute it disappears.
Hey, what's that over there?
Roxy knows you too well to think that that's not going to go ahead and just be like, oh, well, Rich is at Media Day.
Hey, Rox, look, Yogi Ross calling you. Boom. Hey, look, Dragon Ball, I brought you this University of California Golden Bear bag. And just because it has Roxy Bernstein embroidered on it doesn't mean that I took it illegally.
I would gladly go ahead and take that bag and then call up Roxy and be like, okay, I can maybe go halves on the shipping for you, but you're going to need to go with the other half.
I thought you were going to say, hey, how bad do you want this bag back?
No. I'll gladly pay half the shipping if he's willing to go ahead and go halves with me. I
wonder, last year there was no media gift. All right, so I'm just going to be spoiled right here. I'm going to tell everybody, I am completely spoiled because usually there's a media gift. They give you something for attending these events.
Right.
It's a shirt or a jacket or a hat. Last couple things I've been to, they've given you cell phone chargers or a backpack or something. We didn't get a gift last year. In fact, I asked, I go, hey, what about a little something for the effort? And the girl looked at me like, huh? I said, is there a media gift? She goes, no. There's some mints. Thanks a lot, Larry Scott. Spent all his money to have Media Day in downtown Hollywood, which was awful. But whatever. This time it's in L.A., next to Old Staples Center, because I'm not calling it Crypto.com no matter what they say. It's never going to be called Crypto.com by me.
Right.
What's the name of the place anyway? I just got an email. what is it called? It is
It's like I've been saying. It's crypto.com arena.
Novo Arena? Novo whatever?
Oh, for the Pac-12 Media Day location?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's a Novo Theater, which is a pretty Tony place.
Right.
I guess, do I have to wear pants?
It would probably be suggested. It wouldn't be implied. It would be suggested.
Do I have to wear pants? I'm from Arizona. We should just be able to roll in wearing shorts. I'm going to have to put on pants.
You probably have to put on pants, but whatever you do not put on that tuxedo you rented. That'll be a bit...
No, I own a tuxedo.
Right.
I should go formal.
Go full-on tuxedo?
Full-on tuxedo for Pac-12 Media Day.
That'll be a look.
I'm just going to tell everybody, I'll give you the whole lineup in just a second, but you need to start watching our YouTube channel in the morning because we'll start putting out all of our videos. We'll broadcast live. We'll stream live from Pac-12 Media Day. And if all goes according to plan, this is the first time we've actually tried to do this on the road out of the friendly confines of our radio studio. We're going to be streaming live from Pac-12 Media Day all of our interviews. And I got the whole list. I'll share with you in just a second who we're going to talk to. So, with that being said, I'm excited.
Be a dog. We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats.
Nope, it's facts, man.
Get some facts and come back and see me.
I'm a dog. I'm ready to go. We don't need no meow. No meow, right?
No meow.
Be a dog.
Gentlemen, this school is about combat. There are no points for second place.
No, come on, be a dog. Be a dog. No meow. We're going to get after it. I'm ready to go. It's time to see what's rattling around in the gray matter between my ears.
Warning. The following segment might trigger some listeners, and 1290 does not take responsibility for the following content.
What the hell is going on?
It's time for the list as we explore the sick, twisted mind of our host, Rich Herrera.
And that's when things got bad.
And the list of things he is thinking about in that huge size 8 chrome magnum head of his.
Look at the size of that boy's head. That's like an orange on a toothpick.
You're gonna give the boy a complex.
Well, that's a huge noggin. Has its own weather system.
An orange and a toothpick?
Orange on a toothpick.
Orange on a toothpick. One of those big, gigantic Florida oranges?
Oh, those are big ones.
Yeah. That's the size of this dome right here. That's the size of this dome. All right, what's rattling around in my big old head? I'm tired. I'm not tired like you. You look like death warmed over Dragon Ball.
I'm a little bit of death warmed over, a little bit of sunny side up death kind of thing.
Yeah, you look all pale and jaunt.
Now, see, here's the thing. I want to go ahead and say that might be due to the fact that one of the lights burned out in here. So I've only got one light coming in, and now the rest of it is the bright white light of the computer screens kind of bouncing off.
Oh, that's what it is. Where's your glasses?
My glasses are in the car. I forgot them in the car today.
Would you like me to just talk for a minute so you can run out and get them?
I don't think that'd be a good idea, just in case something else goes wrong.
All right. I was going to say you would look so smart with your little glasses, and now you're back to looking.
I'm back to looking like I used to. Back to looking a little bit, plain Jane,
pale,
yeah,
pasty, doughy,
pale Dale. There we go.
Pale Dale, doughy, pasty. Not intelligent. No, I'm sorry, I didn't say that, did I? Anyway, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I literally got home yesterday. I had a little bit of work I had to do in the office when we got done with the show, but I was mentally exhausted after our conversation yesterday with Vance Johnson.
Yes.
I was mentally spent and drained. It was probably the most intense hour and a half of radio I've ever done in my life. And I've done just about everything in this business, but to sit there and talk with Vance Johnson about his life and his demons and his challenges and overcoming them and then living life one day at a time was something that was just incredible. I mean, the fact that he talked to us about the out-of-body experience he had while he was in a 28-day coma, that people were talking to him, and he's like, yeah, this pastor came over, this one came over, these two ex-wives of mine rolled through. Vance, you were unconscious for all that. I know what happened. That was something, right?
Oh, yeah.
That was something. And then talking about his addiction and everything in his life and then trying to turn it around. I hope it got through to somebody. Because it was pretty intense for me. And again, I thank Vance for coming in here and bearing the soul for his fellow human being, trying to do something good in this world. If you caught the conversation yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. If you missed our conversation with Vance Johnson, former Arizona Wildcat running back, Denver Bronco wide receiver, now a man who's on a sole mission to save lives and souls, and reach out to those that are struggling with mental illness and addiction. If you heard it, I'm glad you did. If you want to hear it again, it's on our website, but we've also posted it on YouTube. So if you go to @Wildcats1290, you can find the show from yesterday. And if you have somebody that's hurting and you want to share the show from yesterday, and maybe it'll help someone get some help. Or if you're a mom or a dad or a brother or a sister or a son or a daughter, and you have someone in your life that is dealing with addiction and mental health issues, maybe listening to Vance will help you as well. Help them get the treatment that they need and the love that they need. So that's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, and it's on our website, wildcatsradio1290.com. But Dragon, we haven't talked about it. In fact, where have you been all day? What were you doing?
I was busy making sure that everything else on the board was going to work today after we had that initial trip over.
Listen,
something happened.
Some people probably didn't hear that we had technical issues yesterday. You just reminded everybody.
Well, hey, the theme for yesterday's show was transparency, right? So I want to be transparent. There were some technical issues.
It's all his fault.
Yeah, no, we went ahead. We went through them all, make sure that we didn't have those problems again today.
It's all his fault.
But so far, everything looks like it goes well. But that was mostly what I was doing today, trying to make sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen again.
That was Dragon Ball during the show yesterday while everything was breaking around him.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we haven't talked about it. We haven't even discussed it. I was too tired yesterday. My blood sugar crashed and went home. I don't even know how I made it through the rest of the day. I don't know how I made it home. No, I know how to make it home, but I don't know how I made it through the rest of the day because I got home and I just crashed.
Right.
In fact, I was so tired. I was supposed to barbecue yesterday. I didn't even want to get up and do that. So my wife is so sweet. She went and got Taco Bell.
There you go.
So I think she did. I don't even remember what we had last night. Anyway, so what did you think?
No, I think the big thing that you have to take away from what Mr. Johnson talked to us about is even though he was riding high on the football field, this is a guy who had the people chanting his name, people wore his jersey, people knew who he was. That was the only time of the day that he was happy.
Yeah.
And even then, there are points where you can do something that you love and you can enjoy it and you can really want to be involved in it. But if everything else is draining you, and if even then the thing that you love is starting to take things away from you, you need to step back. You need to be able to take care of yourself and watch out where you're going.
Absolutely. So, again, we're going to replay that one day. I think we have to.
We have to.
All right. What else is going on? What's rattling around in my big old head? You know what I'm doing tonight? Husband of the Year.
Oh, what are you doing now?
Something really sweet and nice.
You?
Yes. Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm taking her to the movies.
Oh, okay. What are you going to go see?
What do you think?
You're not going to go to Tom Gunn again, are you?
Wish I could.
I was going to say, yeah.
No, I'm going to go. We're going to go see a classic movie tonight.
A movie with that?
Like, I don't know, 2 months ago we went to go see Casablanca on the big screen.
Yes.
Tonight we're going to go see Singing in the Rain.
Ooh, Gene Kelly.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've never seen it before. Don't tell me you've seen it.
I've seen Gene Kelly and Singing in the Rain.
But have you seen the whole movie?
I've seen the whole movie.
Wait a minute. What movie were we talking about the other day that you said I'd never seen? Like, there's a whole bunch of great movies that you've never seen.
There's a whole bunch of great movies I've not seen, but there's a couple of the classics ones that I have gone back to watch.
How? What movie was it where I just looked at you like you're crazy?
I don't.
There was a good one. Everybody's seen this movie except for Dragon Ball.
I can't recall. I know that we had mentioned, I think, what was it? I think we talked about Chinatown.
No.
Was yesterday, but it was something else
There's
related to
something
that.
else. There's so many good movies you've never seen.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen Animal House?
Yes, I've seen Animal House.
Seen the Blues Brothers?
I've not seen the entirety of the first Blues Brothers now.
Why do I have to talk to you every day?
Because I'm here.
Why?
Because I'm here.
I can't believe you've never seen the Blues Brothers.
I've not seen the whole thing. I've seen the clips, but I haven't seen the whole
Have you
movie.
seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Of course I've seen Ferris Bueller's Day
16 Candles?
16 Candles, no. There's a couple of John Hughes movies that I've seen and a lot of other ones that I haven't.
He's an Arizona Wildcat.
I do.
I'm just disgusted.
I do my best, but
I'm
I'm not
just-
going to be... So what's the classic movie you're going to see tonight?
Singing in the Rain.
Yeah, Gene Kelly.
I'm singing in the rain.
Oh, boy, that is a good point.
Yeah, I'm going to go see that tonight. You know how many brownie points that's going to get me?
It's going to get you a couple.
Do you know that's going to get me at least 5 get out of jail free cards?
And may I say...
And a couple of whatever I want, whenever I want them.
There you go. And may I say, Gene Kelly had a fantastic Muppet Show guest appearance.
All right. Anyway, I'm just going to tell you, that's part of the key to happiness.
To keep the wife happy. Absolutely.
Yes.
You have to keep the wife happy.
Because I do enough stupid things on my own.
Like leaving Diet Coke in your car in the middle of
Where'd you
summer.
get a goofy idea like that?
Yeah, I do enough stupid things on my own, so I need a couple of those get out of jail free cards.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see, speaking of...
Where'd you get a goofy idea like that?
That's the voice of Tony Dow, who was Leave It to Beaver's older brother, Wally.
Right.
Do you see all the stories people are like on social media? They said Wally Cleaver had passed away, and they said, no, Wally Cleaver's not. So social media blew up with all these stories. Somebody had falsely reported that he had passed away. He's in a hospice. He's not doing well. But it was one of those, was it Tom Petty? Where they reported that he was gone and then he wasn't gone. And they had to retract it and then he died a couple days later. I think it was Tom Petty.
It might have been Tom Petty, but that being said, there have been a lot of those kinds of reports where someone is quick to the gun in regards to has the celebrity passed away or not.
Get some facts and come back and see me.
Yeah, that
Get it
happens
right.
way too much.
Get it right.
We suck.
Media. You're in the media.
I am.
I'm not. I'm not considered media, am I?
I mean, you're going to a media day on Friday, so I don't know what that constitutes.
I go to Italian restaurants all the time. That doesn't make me Italian.
Well, okay, but yeah, okay. I guess I can't argue that.
I go to
logic.
Mexican restaurants all the time.
Well, but yeah, you are Mexican though.
Right.
Get some facts and come back and see me.
I'm just saying.
Right. But you are going to a media day.
I am going to a media day. So what does that make me?
A media person?
I don't know.
You can be a real jerk sometimes. You know that?
If I go to Jerk Day, does it make me a real jerk?
I don't think a jerk day is a real thing. Like, this is no
Fat,
jerk
drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life.
Like, jerk store is not a place you can go.
Anyway, what else makes that? Oh, Vets report today. NFL training camps. I can't believe you're not wearing your head-to-toe Steeler gear.
I'll wait until first preseason game for all that stuff. I don't usually
Do
celebrate.
you do that?
Yes.
If the Steelers if the Steelers play, you wear their jersey?
It's all Steeler gear.
So, do I have that to look forward to on Friday? You're going to wear Steeler gear, or do you just wait till Sunday?
I just wait till Sunday. I don't wear it the day before.
Now, do you color coordinate it to match them if they're home and road?
Actually, I've done something different. I always have. I just have the black home jerseys. So what happens is when they're on the home side, I'll wear my Cam Hayward jersey. When they're away, I wear my James Harrison jersey.
Ooh.
Pretty sexy. Pretty sexy. Wow. I bet the girls come a running when you're wearing that Pittsburgh Steeler jersey.
Not really. It's mostly I end up watching it just from home.
You know, Rush Limbaugh was a big Steeler fan.
Really?
Yeah. And when he worked for the Kansas City Royals, he color coordinated that he wore the Steelers were wearing black that week, he wore black. If they were wearing white, he wore white. And he color coordinated, so he made sure he had the same jersey on during the week as his team as they took the field on Sunday.
It's one way to do it.
I got a buddy of mine he's another Bay Area honk like me, and he dresses every day in something, team sports gear, Niners, Giants, or Warriors. And he will color coordinate his jerseys that week because he's got Young, Montana, Lott. He's got Roger Craig. He's got Jerry Rice. He'll wear, if the 49ers are wearing red, he'll wear red for the entire week.
Everybody's got their tradition. It's always about being, I like to say, it's not being superstitious. It's a little stitious.
How do you feel about men wearing jerseys? Because there's a big school of thought you shouldn't. If you're an adult, don't wear another man's jersey.
I think it's fine. Enjoy your team, represent your team, and do it by representing your favorite players.
Yes.
It is not an issue to me.
Because I've done radio shows where people have called in like, I'd never wear somebody else's jersey. I don't want some other man's name across my back.
Those are just people who have been upset that the jersey that they bought was the guy who ended up getting traded the week after. That's those kinds of people.
All right. What's the training camp news? You're going to do this, so I won't take too many of them from you.
Right.
We'll wait for that. The Big Ten, backstabber. Oh, I'm sorry. His name's the commissioner of the Big Ten. Kevin Warren says they're not done yet. They're not done yet. So the Big Ten, look for them to steal from others and pillage the countryside of college football. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the program. I'm convinced we're getting a 16-team playoff in college football. That's one of the questions I'm going to ask all the coaches that we talked to this week as well. And then again, this is the last show before Pac-12 Media Day. All right. Hey, coming up, what's today, Dragon Ball?
That would be Tuesday.
What do we do on Tuesday?
Well, Tuesday we don't do much, but Mondays we do something.
What do we do on Monday?
Mondays are our box office blitz days.
All right, so we didn't get to do that yesterday because we talked to Van Johnson. So can I get some Hooters gift cards to give away today?
Yes, you can.
All right, we're going to give away some Gooters. I've never been to Gooters. Been to Hooters. We're going to give away some Hooters gift cards today, just simply for listening to this radio show. So make sure you keep listening. Every hour, you got a chance to win when we open up the box office. That's all coming up here on 1290. I'll tell you who we're going to talk to on Friday. I just got the list emailed to me. We'll run through it for you next. I'm Rich Herrera. That's what's his face. What's your name?
That'd be Dragon Ball.
Yeah. This is 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it. Drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak. Driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home. And the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down, and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard. Goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way. Out to Tabellis. Down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The Locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps out of the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety.
I think I'm on there. I am. Wow, that was loud. Here are my ears.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, all right. Yesterday's show was so good. Today, gonna have to work a little bit harder, I think. What was I gonna tell everybody? Now I'm lost. Sorry. Box office blitz, right? That's what I got to tell you. We're going to do the box. Do you want to do that right now?
Yep, we can do that right
now.
now.
All right, let's give away some stuff. I got a gift card to give you to Hooters simply for listening to the program. Hit it.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
We feel that right away. It's just refreshing.
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies.
Surely you can't be serious.
And more.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, here's what we're going to do. We give away gift cards. We give away tickets. We give away food. We give away all kinds of stuff. So we'll give that away right now. We'll take caller number 10 at 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. Caller number 10 right now. You'll win a gift card to Hooters simply for listening to the radio show. We usually do it on Monday. Today we're doing it on a Tuesday. So again, call right now, 520-848-1290 for your chance to win a gift card to Hooters simply for listening to the radio show. All right, we're going to take a little time out. We'll come back. Mike Fader is going to be joining us, longtime sports executive in town. We've got an exciting announcement. We'll tell you about that coming up next year on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon 5-man front, they shift, play fake, rolling right, McLeod looking to throw, going deep, down, trying to find Berryhill, makes the catch inside the 25-yard line, still loose inside the 15, first down Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball, he underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone, straight back to throw, has some time, steps out of the pocket, the Wildcats have got him for a safety.
4 Arizona Wildcat football players have made it to the all Pac-12 teams this year, with punter Kyle Ostendorp listed on the first team all Pac-12. Congratulations to him. And as the NBA prepares to dish out the tax shares for the league's luxury tax, the Suns will be receiving a payment of $10 million. This will be their 15th payout in the last 18 years. And the Buccaneers have a new target for Tom Brady, as Tampa Bay officially signed former All-Pro wideout Julio Jones to a 1-year contract. And another injury for the Yankees, as they end up placing slugger Giancarlo Stanton on the injured list after the All-Star was diagnosed with Achilles tendonitis. That's what's trending locally and nationally on 1290. Still more to come on the Rich Herrera Show. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Wildcats Radio 1290.
It's a Rich Herrera Radio Show here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you spending time with us. We've got a big time announcement coming up here on the program. So yesterday, I had a chance to sit down and have lunch with someone who's well known throughout town, sports executive who's run many, many things here in town. His name's Mike Fader. He's joining us right now on Wildcats Radio 1290. Mike, how are you?
Hey, Rich, how are you?
I am great. Well, I wanted to make the big announcement. You and I had lunch. I don't know if that's a big announcement, but you chose better than I did, getting the hot dog at Bob Dobbs while I had the hamburger, and then I looked over and go, wow, Mike Fader's a lot smarter than I am.
No, I love the hot dogs at Bob Dobbs. Reminds me of being back in Chicago.
There you go. But we did sit down and have a conversation yesterday, and I'm pretty proud and wanted to bring you on to announce that we are going to be partnering up with you in the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp this year as one of the sponsors, the official media sponsor for the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp. And I can't tell you how proud we are to be involved with the group, be involved with you, and more importantly, being involved with the legacy of Coach Olson.
Well, this is our 5th year doing it, and when I got the call from you and talked to Ken Kowalczyk and said, hey, we really would like to be involved, I mean, what else can you ask for? You get the Wildcat station involved in helping promote something with former Wildcats, so it's a perfect marriage for us.
So this is the 5th annual Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp. I'm going to tell everybody, if you like information, you want to sign up, you could go to LuteOlsonFantasyCamp.com. So let's talk a little bit about why we have this camp, why you're involved with this camp, because like I said, your name's kind of synonymous. I can't read the Sunday paper without some mention of something that Mike Fader's doing. I don't think anybody can really go around in this town without talking about Mike Fader. This town's been awfully good to you since you arrived here many, many years ago working in professional sports.
Well, this town's been great to me, and I guess I'm kind of in the back seat now. I don't want to, I'm 70 years old, but still, when there's something that I could be a part of that could help the community out, then I'm going to jump on it. So how did this get started? Okay,
yes, sir.
It got started 5 years ago. Steve Rivera, I'm sure you know that name, who has written books with Lute. And we saw that Duke and Kansas and Kentucky and all the big schools were all having these fantasy camps. And when we say the word fantasy camp, I don't want to confuse everybody, because there is still a Lute Olson or a Tommy Lloyd fantasy camp or basketball camp. That's for kids. And that's more of a free camp or something like that. This is like those big universities where adults pay to go to the camp and get the opportunity to, quite honestly, rub elbows and with some of their heroes. We've had guys that have come back all 5 years now because they say this is like a dream come true, being able to be next to Pete Williams or A.J. Bramlett or Bennett Davison, and we can get through the names in a little while. And so Steve and I just decided, well, let's take a chance, and met with Lute. Lute was excited. Because he knew both of us, and he said, "This sounds like a great deal. Just make my name proud," and that's what we've strived for the last 5 years.
So, you've worked in professional baseball for a long time, as have I, and I always knew. I did work. San Francisco had a fantasy camp. Diamondbacks were old enough to have one. We never really put one together with the Rays. We put together some days where people could come out and play against some of their heroes. But there's a lot of teams that have fantasy camps in professional sports, primarily in baseball. Cardinals have it.
That's where it comes from. I mean, I think if anybody was doing it, it's baseball. I don't even know if I've ever seen an NBA one.
I haven't either. I haven't either. But there's. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Definitely aren't going to see You're not going to see a football one. I don't think anybody wants to get on the sidelines with some of these guys that are 6'4", 280 pounds.
Oh, I don't know. It might be fun to have Gronk run you over.
Yeah, great. I can't think of anything I'd rather enjoy. But it really worked out. And I'll be very honest with you, and I told you this at lunch yesterday. We're not a camp of 100 campers coming to be there, paying $10,000, $15,000, which occurs in those other camps.
Right.
We're keeping this pretty intimate. That was a promise we made to Lute, when he was still with us, and we want it to be special for the people to participate. So we have 4 teams, around 7 players per team, and the teams are picked by the former U of A guys. They watch them on a Friday morning.
So it's a little bit of a
tryout.
tryout.
They evaluate them.
Right, so it's a little bit of a tryout.
And so it's hilarious. And then we go in a little private room at Sporting Chance, and then in order, with the round robin setup, they have to pick their team. And my son, poor Nate, he's been in the bottom 2 rounds every year. But he hangs in there, and he's a gamer, so that's all that matters. But age-wise, it's anywhere from 30 to 60. We've had some older guys that are also in the camp. And, we have Hall of Fame referees. Felicity Willis officiates in the WNBA, I believe, and the tournament. Chris Rastetler has been in our camp every single year. So it's just, we tried to make it as big time as we can. And, by the way, everybody who signs up gets tremendous swag. They get
that's
balls.
An important thing, right?
Without question. That's the one thing they can remember. They get a dry fit with Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp on it. And now the campers say, what color are we going to have this year? And we've already done red. We've already done white. We've done gray. This year we're probably going to go with blue, the U of A colors. So, but it's again, we encourage people to look us up. Go on the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp.com. Check out the photos, and that will tell you what this camp's all about.
Again, the website, LuteOlsonFantasyCamp.com. So I know a lot of folks that have gone to baseball fantasy camp, and you go out there and you play, and, second day you better have some Icy Hot and some Bengay and some ibuprofen, because we kind of get so caught up, and it's that fantasy of being able to play for Coach Olson one day. And I bet there's a lot of folks that go out there and the memories that you make, because like I said, I have friends that go to these fantasy camps when it comes to baseball, and they go every year, and they become friends, and they have actually a baseball family from their fantasy camp. The Cardinals do a great camp down in Florida, and folks go. Giants, San Francisco Giants have a great camp. The New York Yankees fantasy camp, the Cubs fantasy camps, there's lots of these fantasy camps, and the guys I talk to come away and they're a little sore, they're a little tired afterwards, but they can't wait to get back out there because it takes them about 11 months to recuperate and ready to go again. But the memories they make, and then the best part they tell me is just the dinners and sitting around in the locker room and the stories.
Without question. And I will tell you, Body Central, I'll get my shameless plug in. They have trainers there every session. So the guys are playing, guys and women are playing Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and there's some sore bodies. I mean, basketball, obviously you're doing a lot more running than you are in baseball. and they've now learned you better get in shape before you come to the camp, at least some kind of shape. And I had somebody sent me an email today saying, well, I'm not sure I'm in shape. I said, well, you got 3-4 weeks, so you better get rolling.
All meals provided, including 2 private dinner parties with campers and coaches, daily basketball instruction, and team competition, personalized Lute Olson Fantasy Camp reversible practice top, instructor signed basketballs, numerous Wildcat-related swag, and more. And again, the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp, now brought to you by Wildcats Radio 1290, takes place August 18th through the 21st here at Tucson, Arizona.
Right. If you know somebody from out of town, we add to the price, but you get to stay at Westin La Paloma. So La Paloma is our hotel this year. That's the first time. And we actually, Tommy Lloyd helped us get that deal set up. And then we have a dinner the first night. And the dinner the first night is really special. That would be a La Paloma. But all it is just not a stuck-up meal. It's all the players telling stories, and really have never had a speaker. You know, last year Tommy and Murph came, and Matt Muehlbach and Reggie, and they're all telling stories. Steve Lavin has come before. So it is what you said earlier. It's the camaraderie. It's eating breakfast with a guy that you sat and cheered on for 4 years. It's going to dinner and just hanging out and doing things like that. Last year, Tommy actually let the whole group, including families, go and watch a practice. The Wildcats were already practicing at this time. And nobody knew what this team was going to be like. I'll tell you what. When we got down there and we were 5 feet away from out of bounds, you knew that this team had talent, and you knew that this team was going to run and really be a fun team to watch. And obviously that's what happened.
Okay, so again, the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp takes place August 18th through the 21st. Now brought to you apart by Wildcats Radio 1290. You can go to LuteOlsonFantasyCamp.com, and we have a special offer for our listeners as well. Just a little thank you for supporting this. And you know, more than anything else, it helps keep Lute Olson's memory and his legacy alive, Mike.
I concur 100%. So the offer, by the way, is they've got to say 1290, they got to say Wildcats Radio, they got to say something, or there's no deal.
Right.
Because we just can't give it to everybody. I'll let you tell everybody what the offer is, but they can sign up on our they can't even do it on the website or Facebook, because quite honestly, then all the people who have paid more money are going to say, wait, what do you mean? Why is it?
It's like one of those Trivago commercials. You can email.
So,
you go ahead.
Correct.
Yeah, email.
To Lute Olson.
Lute Olson Fantasy Camp at gmail.com.
Lute Olson Fantasy Camp at gmail.com.
Can I tell people what the offer is for our listeners?
You got it. It's your deal.
All right. So here's what we're going to get. Here's the deal we're going to give you. The camp is camp's price $2,250 per camper. That's
with hotel.
With hotel. It's without it's $1,750. If you don't
$1,750. Right.
$1,750 without hotel. If you live in town, you're going to go back and forth. Here's the deal we got you. And again, Mike Fader has been very generous with our sponsorship. If you're a Wildcat Radio 1290 listener, you could go for $1,000. If you're going to stay in town, if you want to stay in the hotel, it's $1,500. So we got you a great smoking deal for this. And again, we'll remind everybody, Lute Olson Fantasy Camp at gmail.com to reach out to Mike, and then just mention Wildcats Radio 1290. You could go and go to the camp for $1,000. That's a heck of a deal. And Mike, you're more than generous to our listeners, and we want to get a couple more out there. It's not a huge camp, and that's good because that way you get a chance. I was going to say it's almost like living Rich Herrera's life, because you get to sit there and corner Reggie Gary and ask Reggie Gary like a bazillion questions, and you get to sit there with Bennett Davison and have Bennett talk about when he was playing for Lute.
A.J. Bramlett. I mean, and we're working on some other players, so this isn't over. In the past we've had Kyle Fogg, we've had Jason Terry, guys like that, and we're actually trying to get Steve Kerr to come in for a day, but I'm not going to promise that.
Yeah, no promises on that. But again, you know what? Everybody knows. I think it's Dragon Ball. It's pretty well known that I've got a man crush on Matt Muehlbach. Like, I think Matt Muehlbach's the coolest dude walking around, and he's really the inspiration of me buying a tuxedo because he wore one 2 years ago on New Year's Eve.
Yes, he is very much on your man crush radar there.
So I hope he's not listening. Now he's probably in court or doing something legal or whatever he does during the day. But
he really does have a real.
He's got a real job. I mean, it's pretty amazing. He hangs out with the likes of us. But anyway, if you get a chance to sit there, and Matt Muehlbach has some amazing stories to tell you about Coach Olson and what Coach Olson meant to him, and so does Reggie and Bennett and Pete and all these guys. And if you're a longtime Arizona Wildcat fan, this is something special. You get to play basketball in the official Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp and sit there, and these players are going to tell you about what it's like to go play for Coach Olson, go to the tournament, be around Coach O. These are things that you just can't do anywhere else. So it's a Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp. And again, Mike Fader, you put this on every year. It's a 5th annual. We're proud to be a part of it. You and Steve got it going, but we're proud to take up the mantle and make sure this goes on for years and years and years. And I just think it's great because the more and more we watch Arizona basketball get back to its glory days under Tommy Lloyd, the more and more we can appreciate the legacy of this castle and this kingdom that Coach Olson built out here in the desert.
No, you're totally right, and I can't say thank you enough to you guys wanting to really be a part of this. It means a lot. We'll make sure that there's some presence for the radio station. Hopefully, we might even be able to get some interviews of guys that maybe you've not been able to get before, some former Cats that your listeners could really enjoy.
Give me a story. Give me something. Give me a little taste of what it's like. Because, I don't know, do you remember Dave LaPointe, the lefty from the St. Louis Cardinals?
Sure I do.
Okay, so Pointer's a good friend of mine.
Wait. Dave LaRoche.
No, Dave LaPointe. Dave LaRoche. Okay, well, Dave LaPointe is the kangaroo court judge for Cardinals camp. They keep him around. But he comes back, and every year he tells me these amazing stories of fantasy camp. I'm like, oh, man, if I wasn't so fat and out of shape, I'd go to baseball fantasy camp. But he just told me it is so much fun. And these guys, the guys that go, and they go to the first one, they go to the second one. By the time they go to the third one, it's not even about the baseball. It's just about getting an opportunity to be in the clubhouse with the guys. It's a chance to be in the locker room with the guys. And then once you get to know the coaches and the counselors, and you'll get to know Matt and Muehlbach, and you'll get to know Reggie Gary on a first-name basis, and Bennett Davison and A.J. Bramlett and Pete Williams, Ben Davis, Craig McMillan, Joe Turner, all these guys that you watch play for Lute. And they're going to sit there, and if you end up on their team, they're going to get to know you, but you get a chance to sit there, and it's about as close as any of us could ever get to playing for Coach Olson.
Well, no, for sure. I mean, we have them teach the campers some plays that were running those years, so that's always fun. I mean, but it's just, you see the competitive fire of these former players. I mean, Pete Williams is a show in itself. I mean, he had won 2 straight championships, his teams, and lost in the championship last year. Oh my God! This guy was so distraught. I couldn't even believe it. But he gets on the Facebook page and he's dogging guys and go to dinner with. We had one of our campers that they were in L.A. and Pete met him to eat, and the campers become friends, like you said earlier, with the former players, and that makes it even more special.
That is outstanding. All right. So again, Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp takes place August 18th through the 21st. Wildcats Radio 1290 is a proud sponsor in part to bring you this camp, and we've got a special rate for you. If you listen to this radio show and you want to go to Wildcat, you want to go to the camp, we have a special rate for you. If you want to stay in the hotel, it's $1,500. If you want to just go to the camp and stay at home and drive back and forth because you live here in Tucson, we've got a rate for you of just $1,000 for this fantasy camp. So if you'd like to find out more information, email Mike at luteolsonfantasycamp@gmail.com. And we look forward to being a longtime partner with you, Mike, and keep this fantasy camp going and keeping Coach Olson's memory alive any possible way that we can here on 1290.
Great. Well, thanks so much, Rich. Keep up the great job that you do on the air. I'm a fan. I'm a Wildcats fan, and I love listening to the pre and post. Not always all of it to hear everybody bitching and moaning about everything, but
no, that's just me and Kelvin.
It's special. It's special that you guys can bring it close to people, and being the home of the Wildcats athletics, it really is something that means a lot.
Mike Fader, thank you so much. Again, folks, if you want more information, email Mike, luteolsonfantasycamp@gmail.com, and we'll have more liners for that are starting any day now, and we'll remind everybody where to go in order to attend that camp. And like I said, we're going to support it from now and forever. So, Mike, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me on.
All right, take care. Mike Fader joining us. Don't forget, Wildcats Radio 1290 is now an official sponsor and part of the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp. And you can email Mike, once again, luteolsonfantasycamp@gmail.com. All right, coming up, what am I going to do next? Oh, Dragon Ball. You have your football headlines?
I'm ready
You told me there's a ton, right?
There's a lot.
Okay, so I'll just shut up and get right to them.
Sounds like a plan when we get back.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins. Throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three. Blocked again by Koloko. Follow grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way. Out to Tabellis. Down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The Locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good! That's a tie.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still.
It's Wildcats Radio 1290. I'm Rich Herrera. Thanks for joining us. Today's a busy day around here. Big announcement. We are now the one of the new sponsors of the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp. I thought it was important the station get involved, get behind it, and help take on the mantle of keeping Coach Olson's legacy alive. So we're really excited to be a part of this, and we want to see this thing go on forever and ever and ever. And when you get a chance, if you go, you're going to get a chance to sit down with some of Coach O's players, and they're going to tell you stories. I get to sit here every Thursday and every Saturday during the basketball season. Dragon Ball, you get to sit here. And Kelvin Efon tells us stories, right?
Yep.
We get to sit here during the football season. Kelvin and Glenn, who are celebrating their 10th year behind the microphones here at Wildcats Radio 1290, they sit here and tell me stories about Coach Tomey and tell me stories about Coach Smith. When you get a chance to talk with these players and they share these stories, there's some really, really incredible stories that people throw out, and you're going to get a chance to experience those at the Lute Olson Fantasy Basketball Camp. And again, we'll give you more details leading up to it. But again, start thinking about it. It's a great opportunity to go and play basketball and get a chance to hang out with a bunch of Wildcat players and alums and hear some great stories. It will be an incredible time. Program today brought to you by PGA Tour Superstore. Shop with the pros at Tucson's PGA Tour Superstore. Home for golf pros and beginners and guys just like me. So, what are you looking for? New rangefinder? We can help you with that. Do you want a Theragun? I got a Theragun. Those are one of the coolest things ever. I can help you with that. New putter? Got you covered. Driver? I got you covered. Why? Hey, Rich, what do you mean you got me covered? I got you covered at Tucson's PGA Tour Superstore. Why? Because they're a sponsor here, and I've got a hookup for you. So all you got to do is mention Wildcats Radio 1290. It's a radio coupon. Just got to mention. You get $20 off a purchase of $100, $50 off a purchase of $250. Now, restrictions apply. Pink, Titleist, FootJoy, not included. But if you're looking for new shoes from Nike, Adidas, Echo, Puma, New Balance, Skechers, boom, we got you. You want those new MG4 shoes? Boom, we got you. You want Titleist golf balls? Not part of our promotion, but they've got Pro V1s. But if you play TaylorMade, Callaway, Bridgestone, Wilson, boom, we got you. Again, $20 off a purchase of $100, $50 off a purchase of $250. Drivers from Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade, Cobra, everything in the store, just by simply saying you listen to Wildcats Radio 1290.com. And thank you to PGA Tour Superstore for bringing us and sponsoring, stepping up, promoting golf in Southern Arizona, the Tucson Golf Show that we do every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. And they're supporting local Tucson golf and the PGA membership, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate them stepping up and being part of all of this. All right. Okay, we're going to get Dragon Ball's football headlines in just a second, but you know what happens, Dragon Ball? Whenever we have a VIP caller, what's the rule? We just drop everything we're doing? We stop? I got all these plans. Look, I've got all these plans for the show today, but I just stop whatever I'm doing when VIP callers, and we just let them take over. So let's talk to Paul in Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
You won! You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Oh, that's right. We run out to line one. Paul in Phoenix, VIP caller. We stop whatever we have planned just to talk to him. Bear down, welcome. You're on 1290.
Rich, bear down. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and to Dragon Ball, and I've got a couple things I just want to bring up to you. First and foremost, today I'm going to declare this going forward from this day forward and every year as we enjoy Wildcat football. Today is 38 days before the opening of Wildcat football, according to your website.
Yes.
That means it is Kelvin Efon Day today. Kelvin Efon Day right now going on.
Kelvin Efon Day. Yes,
so from this day forward, it is it. So anybody who, whether it's next year or 10 years from now, God willing, if we're around, then somebody needs to reference 38 days until the first kickoff. It's always Kelvin Efon Day. So anyway, that's my thing. One other thing real quick. I want to thank you, and especially Vance Johnson yesterday for a great show, okay? That was, man, oh man, a great show. And I have just a little quick story. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but
please.
I had a brush with, I'm going to say greatness, with Vance Johnson. He and I, my Tucson youth football team was 5-2.
Okay.
Back in 1970, that would have been 74.
Right.
And he played on a team that was undefeated. They were going to go to the playoffs. They had one more game to play, and it was against my little silly team from the northeast side of town. At the time, it was northeast side. And we took a 15-14 lead on them just because of the fact we had a kicker who could kick extra points, and back then, extra points, if kicked, counted for 2 versus 1. Okay, It was opposite, okay? We took a 15-14 lead. We proceed to kick the ball off, and what did we do? We kicked the ball off to Vance Johnson, okay? He ran it back for a touchdown and just about broke our hearts, but you know what?
What?
The referee called it back for clipping. To this day, we don't know if it was clipping or not, but he called it for clipping. Our defense held him. We won 15-14, and they didn't really go to a playoff game. They were not undefeated. So that was my one claim to fame with Vance Johnson.
Oh my God, that's the greatest story of all
it's
time,
kind of
right?
Cool. It was cool, and I think you'll have to ask Vance. I think Ruben Rodriguez, former punter, was on his team also. It's kind of cool. Anyway,
so that's your claim to fame, that you bested Vance Johnson in a football game.
Well, yeah, it was either that or I got a chance to be in the same sex ed class with Chuck Cecil back in the day. I'm not sure which one is better right now, so we'll leave that alone.
Well, this is a family rated show, so we'll go. We'll go Vance Johnson. You beat Vance Johnson in a football game. Like, I got a buddy of mine. He's about my size, which means he's not in very good shape. But he played soccer against Tony Gwynn Jr. when they were like 7, and Hamby's team beat Tony's team, and then we all worked at the same radio station together. And Hamby actually had, I think he had a video of them beating little Tony Gwynn Jr. And he goes, Tony, we beat you once. He goes, and then Tony looks at him and goes, yeah, you know what? I know everybody that beat me because my dad would roll in there with all kinds of video equipment, and everybody knew it was Tony Gwynn Sr. because he had all this video, and he's taking all this video of me before people had video recorders. So, of course, everybody knew that who my dad was, who I was, because he's running up and down the sideline. Hey, look over here. And he's videotaping everything. And he goes, so every time I lost, everybody knew. So, I probably lost 10 times in high school. Oh, everybody I know, whoever played against me knew who I was and reminded me, hey, I beat you at Poway High School.
Long before all the top 10 lists, everybody had their own top 10 list right there, and that was it right there. That's great. That's great story. Great story.
No, that's pretty good. Now we will know. We will refer to Paul in Phoenix, who beat Vance Johnson. Beat Vance Johnson's Pee Wee football team.
Knocked him out of a playoff team. But the real reason I'm calling you, okay, and besides the fact that, again, I'm going to repeat, it's Kelvin Efon Day.
Kelvin Efon Day. Wait a minute. Let me play the music for Kelvin Efon Day because this is pretty good.
Okay.
From now until the end of eternity, when we get 38 days away from the beginning of the Arizona college football season, it shall now be known as Kelvin Efon Day. All right, time that out pretty good. Bear down.
Love it. Now, Rich, talk to me. You're going to go to Media Day.
Yes,
and
sir.
Thank you for representing, okay?
Yes. In fact, I'm taking a different laptop. I think I'm going to put a big A on the back just so when I sit down and I look across from the coaches, they'll know that where I'm representing.
Too bad you couldn't get some stickers with, logos of the other conferences and kind of put a bunch of them on the back of there and say, which one do I keep, guys?
I've got. I wonder if I bet I can get one on. I bet I can get one on.
You
Amazon.
need to figure that out. But here's the thing: what are you going to be? And I'm being serious now.
Yeah.
What are you going to be allowed, within reason, to ask? Because this thing, there's a lot of moving parts. I keep hearing all this. Well, what if it's Arizona and Colorado and blah blah blah, and they leave ASU out? Which they're on the surface. I laugh and go, haha. But
wait a second.
I don't want to.
Wait a minute. I'm confused. What do you mean?
Well, there was one rumor that went around that said that the Big 12 was saying, okay, we're gonna take Colorado and Arizona.
Oh yeah, okay.
And leave ASU out. And I laugh about that, but I don't want to do that.
All of those are lame. Like the websites that said that Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah were jumping right when that. Yeah, all those were. Hey, I got a website, so let me just print a bunch of stuff. Don't pay attention to that stuff. Here's what I'll just kind of run through everybody. So at 8:15 in the morning, we're going to talk with Jackson Kirkland, Washington lineman. Then we'll talk with Alex Cook, a DB from Washington. 8:35 in the morning, we'll talk with CY, Kristen Young. Then we'll talk with Jacob Cowing at 8:45. Alex Forsyth, I think we met him last year, offensive lineman from Oregon. We'll talk to him. At 9:05, I'll have Carl Durrell, head coach of Colorado. 9:15, George Kliavkoff will come join me on our stream.
Great.
So we'll get a chance to sit down and talk with him. Utah's quarterback, Brian Phillips III, will join me right after that. Then we'll talk to Oregon head coach Dan Lanning, Stanford head coach David Shaw. Then we'll talk to Blue Kelly from Stanford. We'll talk to Tanner McGee, their quarterback. We'll talk with Cam Rising, the quarterback from Utah that everybody's talking about. We'll talk with offensive lineman Casey Roddick from Colorado. Then linebacker Robert Barnes from Colorado. We'll get DJ Johnson from Oregon. Then we'll get Kalen DeBoer, the new head coach of Washington. Kyle Whittingham will visit with us right before lunch. Then after lunch, we'll talk with the Washington State players, Oregon, Arizona State, Kyle Sully will be there. Justin Wilcox will stop by in the afternoon. Jonathan Smith, the Oregon State head coach, I like him a lot. He'll come by. Caleb Williams, the quarterback from USC, the transfer, will come over. Cal's offensive lineman, Matthew Cindric, will come over. Lincoln Riley will join me at 3:15. That'll be here on the radio show. Let's see. Cam Ward, the quarterback from Washington State, will join me at 3:35. We'll talk with Jake Dickert, the head coach of Washington, at 4:05. Herm Edwards will be live at 4:15 with us, and then we'll end the day 4:25. The last live interview we'll have will be with Chip Kelly, the head coach of UCLA. So I'm going to get them all. I'm going to talk to Chip Kelly. I'm going to talk to all 12 coaches. We'll have them all on the stream and then the radio show, and then we'll have a lot of interviews next week as well.
Wow. I didn't hear any lunch break in there.
There's like a 15-minute. Last time I went down, they ran out of food.
Wow.
I got leftovers.
Oh, that's because Larry Scott spent them all.
Exactly.
Larry Scott spent it.
All right. So what question? Okay, what question do you want me to ask?
Well, what I want you to ask, Coach. I want you to ask Coach Fish if you get a chance. I don't know if you mentioned him or not. Did you mention you're going to talk to him or no?
Is he on my list? I think he is.
I thought, was he? Maybe I didn't hear it, but at the very beginning, no.
Maybe. You know what? I don't think he's on my list.
Okay, well then never mind.
But I'll be able to talk to Coach Fish next week. We'll have Arizona's meeting at. Yeah, you know what? I don't get to talk.
That's okay.
Oh no, I do get to talk to Jed right before lunch.
Right before. Okay. Well,
I'm writing this down. Look, I got a pen. I'm writing this down. What do you want me to ask Jed?
I just want to know: would it be appropriate for us, the fans in Section 25? We need to create like a fish tank. We need to create something for him, because you know what? If this works out well, doggone it, he's going to help turn this thing around. He already has. But I think the only thing you can ask him is, what does he want us fans to do? What can we do to make this thing louder? We've got to get the people, because I sit up there and I'm obnoxiously loud, but I want him to tell us, what does he really give us permission within reason, being adults, okay, and being civil. What can we do? What does he want us to do? What would he love to hear out of our fans? And I know last year he tried his theme song and all that stuff, and that went over okay, but is there something else that he's got planned for this year? Maybe he does. Maybe
okay,
he's got something else.
Dragon Ball, can we pull this tape? I'm just going to pull your words. I'll pull the tape right now. Go ahead and mark that. Let's pull the tape, and I'll play your question for Jed coming up this week.
Okay, that's
all
great.
Right.
Now,
so I've got an idea that you realize, Paul. I am a marketing genius.
Yep. Yes, you are.
So I don't know if the fish tank really does anything for you. It doesn't do anything for me.
Okay, that's fine.
I got one for you.
What do you got?
I'm surprised nobody's come up with this yet.
Okay.
The fisherman.
The fisherman. Explain.
If you guys in Section 25 dress up like you're going fishing and become the fisherman.
The fisherman, okay.
The fisherman. I'm telling you. Okay, so here's why I'm a marketing genius, because you realize I work in broadcasting. The fisherman, if you guys dress up like fishermen and you bring rods and reels and you wear the hat, you wear the big fisherman hat, you wear the vest with lures on it. Make sure there's no hooks in there, because I don't want anybody to get when Arizona scores a touchdown, you guys hug each other. I don't want you to get poked or anything. But if you show up dressed like fishermen, it's really easy to do. You put on the big floppy hat with some lures on it, and you wear the fisherman vest, because you can wear that with a shirt that's not going to be too hot. You don't have to wear the waders and the rubber boots, but you can just put on that fisherman vest and the hat, and you call yourselves the fishermen, and you hold up a couple signs. You let me know. I'll let the television production trucks know. You'll be on TV every single stinking week, and it'll go viral.
How do we? We joke about stuff like this, okay? When we start saying, then it never happens. But I like it.
Oh no! I'll make it happen. I got the juice to make it happen.
Well, then do this then, okay? And people would buy it, whether it's in Section 25 or the rest of the. Will they please make a U of A floppy hat? Okay, and you got to make one double XL for me, because I've got a big old. I mean, I'm an 8.5. Okay, I'm like a big old melon.
That's a bigger head than mine.
It's big. Trust me, it's big. And so if they could do that, I'd buy one, and my family. I've got like 7 family members that go to the game with me.
What do you mean floppy hat?
Like a fisherman hat, floppy hat, like a bucket hat. Like a bucket hat. Yeah.
Okay, but see, that's the thing. You got to make it viral first.
Okay.
So, like, I worked at one ball club, and they wanted to have a saxy section where the people would pretend they're playing sax. That doesn't happen. It's got to be viral. So if you start it with you and a couple of your buddies, and they show it on TV and it catches on and goes viral, then it works. So it's not, in Arizona, no, wear the fisherman gear. And if you put a button on it or a sticker or something with the block A on it, that's cool. But you just make it, you can't force it, because you can't create viral sensations unless you start them somewhere.
You got to start at ground zero. Okay.
Ground zero.
Okay.
So if you show up in section 25, you tell me where you sit. I'll tell the television crews, hey, by the way, it's like one time I did a football game. I did a football game at the Orange Bowl.
Oh.
And I'm talking to the sideline reporter. I'm doing radio. I said, hey, if you want a really cool shot, Gino Torretta is sitting up on top of the roof of the Orange Bowl. This is after a hurricane had come in, and they blew the canopy off. So Gino's wearing this big floppy fisherman hat like you're talking about.
Yeah.
I said, that's a great shot if you want Gino Torretta sitting on top of the Orange Bowl roof wearing a big old goofy floppy hat because it's hot and it's the middle of a hurricane season. And the girl looked at me and she goes, who's Gino Toronto?
Oh, no.
You get the fisherman gear. You get the fisherman gear.
I'll let you know.
You let me know for that game against Mississippi State. I will go down to the TV truck, talk to the producer, and let him know where you are.
I'm gonna try really hard to do that. I am going down from Phoenix. I'm taking a former U of A baseball player who played with Chip Hale back in the day, and he and I are driving down. We're already making plans to drive down for that game. So we'll see what we can come up with. I'll let you know either way. But either way, I want to go to the radio show where you are at before that home opener. I want to try to find you and meet you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We're brothers. Whatever you want.
That's great.
All right.
Hey,
yes.
I appreciate you recognizing Kelvin. I appreciate all the work you're going to do this Friday and
today,
so
Kelvin
forth. Obviously,
Ephon Day, 38 days away from the game against San Diego State.
I love it. Hey, bear down. Thanks a lot.
All right, make sure you watch and listen on Friday, brother.
You got it. I will, sir. Thank you.
Take care. Paul in Phoenix. You realize he completely just derailed this radio show, right? It's like the Paul in Phoenix show now.
He's a VIP caller.
And I love every minute of it. All right, coming up, we'll do Dragon Ball's football headlines. No. Do I got to move those? Oh, I completely messed everything up. Hey, I did go through all the list of people that we're going to have for Pac-12 Media Day.
Yes, you did.
All right, coming up at the bottom of the hour, Brett Bloomquist is going to join us in the El Paso Times. Jacob Cowing is on everybody's preseason list. Who is he? He's the newest wide receiver for the Arizona Wildcats. We'll talk with Brett Bloomquist. Covered him at UTEP. Transfers in. He's coming up.
Exclusively on Wild. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Coloco. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Coloco, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Coloco, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Coloco, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Coloco. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Coloco, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellis, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The Locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, 3 have to go, steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down. Trying to find Berrio. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line.
This Wildcats Radio 1290. What are you, DJ Dragon Ball?
DJ Dragon Ball, DJ DB for short.
No, you don't want to be that. No, let's not go there.
No.
All right, so we're going to get Brett Bloomquist on here in just a couple minutes. El Paso Times. He's going to talk about the former UTEP wide receiver, Jacob Cowing, who people are crowing about.
I think I don't know. I think for the sake of the fact that his name is Cowing, it'd probably better if they're mooing, but if it was crowing, then maybe. Yeah. It was close.
Yeah, that's not close. Good. Anyways, we'll talk to him. So why don't we just give some stuff away right now while we're waiting to talk to him?
Tucson, are you ready to win? Hell yeah! The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies, and more.
We have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. This way, please.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
Oh my God, thank you.
Release the Kraken.
I just thought I'd give you a little Comic-Con sci-fi. Are you mad that I didn't take you to Comic-Con?
No.
Would you have wanted to go if I could have got tickets?
It'd been nice, but again, I think with the way our schedule works, it doesn't really line up well.
What would you want to do if I took you to Comic-Con?
I'm mostly going to be just a sucker for all the merch stores. That's probably my main thing. It's not even like meeting the celebrities there. It's like, okay, what can I find that I can buy and take home? No Funko Pops.
Okay,
no
just
Funko
checking.
Pops.
B caller number 11 right now. Why? Because I want Dragon Ball to take off his shoes in order to count. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. B caller number 11 right now. You want a gift card to Hooters. My favorite place. 520-848-1290. We'll continue. Coming up next, Brett Bloomquist, El Paso Times. We'll talk about the newest Arizona wide receiver, Jacob Cowing, as we get ready for Pac-12 Media Day.
Rich Herrera, exclusively on Wild. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show, now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings, over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
This is David Amata, and here's what's trending on 1290 here at 4:35. Another award watch list for Arizona defensive lineman Keon Barnes, as he was officially placed on the preseason watch list for the Outland Award. Congratulations to him. And former NHL veteran and Team Canada member Adam Cracknell has a new home after the forward signs a deal with the Tucson Roadrunners. Ohio State Athletic Director Gene Smith says that there is a possible hint of a 16-team playoff after saying the idea has come up consistently in recent talks. And to account for the suspensions from the PGA Tour, the FedEx Cup playoff eligibility has been changed to make sure suspended members do not negatively impact other players' chance to make the FedEx Cup playoff. That's what's trending locally and nationally on 1290. Still more to come on the Rich Herrera Show. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Rich Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hey, we're just working hard to bring a smile to your face. As one of our listeners pointed out, it's Kelvin Afonde, 38 days away from the opener against San Diego State. New faces in new places throughout college football thanks to the portal. And we've seen kids leave the University of Arizona. We've seen kids come to the University of Arizona. But one of the newcomers coming in is transferring in from UTEP, where he was outstanding. For the Miners for the last couple of years, he jumped into the portal. It's not unusual in college football. But as he walks in, he's being named to list after list after list. He'll be at Pac-12 Media Day. People are pretty excited. But honestly, Tucson, you don't know that much about Jacob Cowing. So we're going to run out to our guest hotline. Joining us right now for the El Paso Times, where he covers UTEP football, Brett Bloomquist, joining us here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Brett, how are you?
Very good, very good. Happy to be with you.
Thank you so much for making time, joining me. Welcome to the program. I'm going to let you pick where we start. You want to start talking about Jacob, or do you want to talk college football in general?
Probably Jacob would be probably more what I know most about.
All right, let's start with Jacob. Again, as I just kind of explained, the portal is something that is now in college football, and we see kids jumping into the portal and getting opportunities in some places and leaving other places looking for different opportunities. But as Arizona has gotten Jacob Cowing out of the portal to come here to the University of Arizona to play for Jet Fish, along with a lot of these other players that we're having come in through the portal and a great recruiting class, he's one that's making headlines before we even get to camp. So can you talk to us about Jacob Cowing and why everybody in America is looking at this kid as he's got an opportunity to make a big impact real quick for the Wildcats?
Yeah, well, I mean, he certainly was, one of those players that dominated his level. When he was here the last couple of years at UTEP, they had been pretty terrible offensively. He's the first real playmaker they've had there since Aaron Jones left for the NFL. And yeah, I mean, he's a pretty complete player. I think if I probably had to list his best attribute, he's a guy who's going to be great in the locker room. I mean, he's a natural leader, a real high character kid. When he left UTEP, they were really disappointed, but he said he wanted to do it for family reasons, for his child and his mother, and ended up turning down a bunch of SEC offers to go back closer to home, like he said he was going to. He's a guy he's very high character. He's a guy who's always going to play hard. He can, he's an explosive, big playmaker, but he can also catch the possession passes, has good hands, good at going and getting the football. Really kind of one of those under-recruited gems UTEP kind of got a hold of, and we're lucky to have him as long as they did.
We're talking right now with Brett Bloomquist, joining us from the El Paso Times as we talk about Jacob Cowing, who's transferred from UTEP to the University of Arizona, and folks are excited to see him as we get ready for camp and media day coming up this week. I was reading one of your articles. He was a kid that people knew, and he had plenty of colleges sniffing around him coming out of Maricopa up in Phoenix. But when it came time to get offers, there weren't a lot out there after a lot of initial interest. Talk to me about the recruiting process and how he ended up at UTEP.
Yeah, it's really remarkable. UTEP said that the guy who really turned him on to him was then offensive coordinator at Texas, Tim Beck, who's now offensive coordinator at North Carolina State. And evidently Texas was looking at him, and he just didn't make their final cut, which is evidently what a lot of people said. And, but at any rate, he called the staff at UTEP, who recruits Arizona, so I'm sure they were probably aware of him on some level. But at any rate, they jumped at him. One of the assistants now at UTEP, their special teams coordinator, Aaron Price, said that, he was at Northern Arizona at the time, and he said they thought they had a real chance to get him until UTEP came in, although Jacob Cowing kind of indicated that he thought Northern Arizona was the one who cooled on him. So it's just hard to say. I mean, there's precedent. Aaron Jones, the previous big superstar at UTEP, had 3 offers out of high school, and 2 of them were from local schools, UTEP and New Mexico State. So, every now and then it happens. A guy slips through the cracks. I guess Cowing was a little shorter than, not that he's short, but I think, in this day people want 6'1" receivers, and he's not that. And I guess he prints out, his speed doesn't print out as unbelievable, but I can never remember him getting run down from behind, and I can remember him getting the corner on a lot of people turned. So, I think it was just he didn't print out like a prototype, and I guess to some people that counts more than, production in high school football. But, UTEP was happy to get him, and I think pretty much every school in the country was wrong.
That IWASH test, because you can look at it. That's why you look at the combines and all the rest of this stuff. Oh, great, you could jump this, but sometimes it doesn't translate. So for him being 5'11", I'm not sure what his 40 time is, but give us some ideas of what he's able to do on the field and how he made UTEP better.
Yeah, well, he was just a playmaker. He was somebody they could get the ball to deep pass, short over the middle. He could turn the corner with it. They'd give him the ball on a reverse. Just a lot of different, to get him as many touches as they could get him. At times I thought, 10 touches a game weren't enough. But, it just transformed him having a big play guy there, and that's something they hadn't had, and it's something it made a big while they started figuring out how to get him. Like I said, I don't think there's any way to get him the ball too much, and he made the most of it.
So when we're watching him run routes, where is he at his best? Is he go routes? Is he a great route runner? Is he fearless across the middle? Where does he shine the most?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of the above. I mean, what's notable is his yards per catch. He's certainly a deep guy, but he's also a guy you can throw a 8-yard pass to on 3rd and 7. And he's got good hands, good at hitting the ball. I think just kind of does everything the right way. And and like I said, he can run the ball too. And I don't know if they ever had him throw a pass. I saw that in practice a lot. He's just a guy you kind of want to put in different spots and find different ways to get him the ball. But he can go get the deep ball. That's probably what's most notable about him. But I think he's pretty complete.
And then yards after the catch, after he catches the ball, is he able to pick up extra yardage?
Oh, yeah. A running back's elusiveness in the open field, which is why they sometimes pitch in the ball in reverses. But yeah, he never gets run down from behind. He can get the corner. Yards after catch. Like I said, he's pretty complete. I mean, he may not be as tall as some people would like, but I mean, he's pretty across the board, can do it all.
Well, see, here's the interesting thing. As I was getting ready to sit down and talk with you, I went back and read a lot of what you wrote about UTEP last year. And one of the things that jumped out at me is you used the word workmanlike humility. I mean, that sounds like UTEP, blue-collar school. That sounds like Arizona. We're a blue-collar school in the middle of the desert. Talk to me about his workmanlike humility and his leadership.
Yeah, I mean, he's a hard worker. I mean, he's a guy who, again, I think just kind of leads by both example, but he could also be vocal too. But I think, it's everybody looked to him. He was going to wear the number 2, which is sort of a sacred number in their program, for Luke Laufenberg, who was a tight end they had who passed away, son of a former Dallas Cowboy quarterback and current announcer. They were going to let him wear the number 2 there. One thing I remember when they got blasted last year by Boise, I needed to go talk to some people, and he was the one who, yes sir, no sir. He was, willing to stand up there and be interviewed. And it's like the sports information director after. like a pro. I mean, just in terms of the way he handles himself and the way he handles going about work and all that. Very professional type in terms of just the way he approaches every aspect of his job.
Brett Bloomquist joining us right now from the El Paso Times as we talk about Jacob Cowing, former UTEP minor, now playing for the University of Arizona. He'll be one of the featured offensive weapons for Jed Fish coming up this season. Can we switch gears and just talk college football in general, if you don't mind?
Okay.
I want to just get your thoughts. See, out here, I'm so Pac-12 centric that I think I wear Pac-12 glasses and I don't see everything when it comes to all the realignment of the Big Ten and the SEC and the Big 12 and the Pac-12. You're down in Texas. You're down in the heart of football country. What do you make of all the realignment?
Yeah, well, I think one of the better things to happen to the Big 12, frankly, was Texas leaving. I say this as a Texas alum. The whole Big 12 was pretty much just letting Texas run things. For some reason, Oklahoma seemed happy to go along with that, and everybody else felt like they didn't have a choice. Then Texas goes, and I thought the whole conference was about to fall apart, but it seems like they're working together more now. And, there's this talk about if it comes down to a showdown between the Big 12 and Pac-12, who survives. I think a few years ago there was no question it would have been the Pac-12, but now the Big 12 seems to have more of a common direction. They seem to be rowing in the same direction, and it seems like they may be getting ready to offer some Pac-12 schools there, and I imagine Arizona and Arizona State would be top of that list. We'll see what happens, but the Big 12 seems to be doing a much better job of taking care of itself than it was back when Texas was in the conference. So, at any rate, realignment's going to be fascinating. I think Conference USA almost died in the last shake-up, and they're probably looking a little nervously. But their core of 9 schools that they're about to have may actually sit tight now, so they may actually be okay. It'll be interesting to see in this what looks like a death match between Pac-12 and Big 12.
So how does this? Because there's always the unforeseen consequences. And Brett Bloomquist joining us right now from the El Paso Times. I'd be fascinated. Again, Big 12 guy, Texas alum. You work down at El Paso covering UTEP. There's got to be some unforeseen consequences, Brett, that we just don't know about. And one of those is I'm wondering about what happens to schools like UTEP and Boise State and Fresno State. If we end up with this monolithic 2 super conferences of the SEC and the Big Ten or whatever the combination is, what happens to schools like UTEP? What happens to schools of that size? What happens to the schools that don't make it into those monolithic conferences?
Well, I think they'll contend for the so-called NCAA championship, because I think what's going to happen is your super conferences are going to secede for football only, kind of form a Premier League, so to speak. I know a Division I Super A or something, and those who get left behind, which will probably be half of them at least, that'll be kind of the rump NCAA, and they'll go on. Just now they'll be able to actually qualify for the playoff, although obviously winning it won't be nearly as much. But I think there's room there. There's going to be enough schools there for that kind of level. Where instead of, having this Power 5 and Gang of 5, the Gang of 5, they'll be in their own division. And in the end, that could probably be best for them. I think this NIL stuff is already exacerbating the differences between the haves and the have-nots. I think the have probably...
This is why I wanted to have you on the program. This is why I want to have you on
the NCAA.
This is why I want to have you on the program. How does NIL affect... like you said, the Gang of 5 schools, a school like UTEP, how are they dealing with this?
Oh, I mean, there have been something that's formed about that, but I don't know who's getting any money right now. I mean, I don't think UTEP's ever going to be in a position, and I think they're in a conference with a lot of teams, or especially going to be in a conference with a lot of teams that aren't in that situation either. They're sort of sorting themselves out. I just don't see. I don't know who's going to have the money to. We'll see. I think, it's probably helps UTEP that they're a big deal in their community. Unlike Conference USA has these big city programs that really don't matter a whole lot in that city. Like right now, I'd say like Rice, who's leaving the conference. But, that could possibly help UTEP maybe down the road. But I think mostly it's just they're going to be in a conference with people where that's not going to be a huge deal, at least for a while. And, that's probably best for them.
Last question, because El Paso's one of those special towns that has had a bowl game forever, Brett, with the Sun Bowl. And there's, some of these bowls, I was the mayor of Shreveport for a while because I went and broadcast the Independence Bowl for like 7 years straight. I was the only one who wanted to go to Shreveport because they always showed us a good time and it was a fun time, and the folks really took pride in showing off their community. They do the same thing in El Paso for the Sun Bowl. As we start to see people talking about these 16-team playoffs, 12-team playoffs, I worry about towns like El Paso. I worry about the Sun Bowl. I worry about all the little bowls that we have that aren't going to be tied into this. What do you think their future is?
Yeah, I think the Sun Bowl is kind of well positioned to survive. It may, they may start hitting teams a little lower down the, one team further down the list from the Pac-12 and from whatever other conference they're working with. But I think they're going to exist because they do mean so much to this community. And, it's one of those that the TV ratings are good. Their attendance is good, which I think it seems like the trend is towards more bowls and not to less, to the point, who are they going to put in them? And obviously a 16-team playoff would take, 12 more teams off the board there going to those other bowls. But I think I think the Sun Bowl is going to survive. It may not be quite as good a matchup. They occasionally get teams on the edge of the top 25. That may end. But I think, the Sun Bowl means enough to this community that it's going to be around a long time.
Because that's the thing. See, that's what I thought the people of El Paso would say. I've never been able to broadcast the Sun Bowl, but I've talked to people that have gone there, and it's one of those special bowls because I think it's still on CBS. It's got its own time slot. It's been there forever, so you have a great national television partner that kind of sits in there real well, and the people of El Paso want to show the world a great time. And there's those Chamber of Commerce shots of the sun in El Paso during the bowl game, and people standing out there in the bright sunshine showing the rest of the Midwest how miserable their life is because they don't have sun the way you have it in El Paso. But then I always hear people like, I'm tired of all these bowl games. We have too many bowl games. I wonder if those people have ever been to the Sun Bowl or been to the Independence Bowl or been to some of these bowls where the community gets an opportunity to show the world what they're about.
Yeah, certainly. And, TV studio, and I think sometimes they're referring to the Bahamas Bowl there. But, yeah, I mean, the game means so much to El Paso, the Sun Bowl, and it's such an institution. And, it's probably the most important, UTEP and the Sun Bowl are kind of the two things we have in El Paso. And, the Sun Bowl, it's special. It is kind of the chance on a national stage. And it means so much to this community that I think that's what's going to ensure it's going to stay for a while.
Hey, Brett, I appreciate you taking this time joining me. I really enjoyed the conversation. I'd love to sit and talk football with you again if you'd like to come back on the program.
Sure, whenever you want.
All right. Hey, Brett, thank you so much. We'll catch up with you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Brett Bloomquist joining us from the El Paso Times, talking about Jacob Cowing. So, boy, I'm walking around a little impressed, actually a lot impressed after talking to Bloomquist about Jacob Cowing, who will be one of the featured players. And it's one of the guys, I mean, how many times has he been in your headlines this week? Maxwell Award and all these different award watch lists that he's making.
Not to mention the Biletnikoff for the top wide receiver in the nation.
In the nation. And I liked the way he described him. By the way, do you think there's too many bowls?
I think there's a point where it gets to be a little absurd, yes. I think we could go ahead and...
What does it hurt, though? That's the part that I don't get. So the people that complain about bowl games...
It's
kind
not so much...
kind of complain about everything.
It's not so much the amount of bowl games. It is the ludicrous names that they are given. That is part of my problem.
Oh, like what?
I'm sure there's
the
some kind of like
bowl.
I'm sure
the
there's
pull-on weed eater bowl.
I'm sure there's some kind of like Cheez-Its fancy to like something bowl or something like that. Like it's just like there's too much commercialism in it to the point where the bowls don't seem like they actually mean anything. I think that's part.
We're gonna have to have a whole show on this.
Oh, there's a good opportunity.
Is that bad? I mean, I got to sell a corporate sponsor to it, don't I?
Well,
in order to pay off the teams, to be able to have that, I make enough money that I can pay teams to come play in my bowl game, and they cover their expenses, and I'm able to donate money to the community. No?
No, you absolutely. You need to go ahead and have those kinds of things because how else are the teams going to get out there? Especially for sports teams where the bowl game's in the middle of the country and you got one team from the East Coast versus
right,
one team
because
from the West
I have
Coast.
to have a payout, right?
Yes.
So like one of my really good friends. In fact, we should get him on the program. He's the president of the Holiday Bowl this year. So in knowing him and being around all these bowls, you have to guarantee so much money to get teams to come out so they sell tickets. Ticket sales and sometimes TV revenue isn't enough to cover all of that. Then the ticket sales that you have, you want to donate some money to the community. So in order to make everything work and ends meet, you need to have a corporate sponsor. Sometimes some of these corporate sponsors are ones that, hey, listen, Shreveport became the Walk-On Bowl. Walk-On was a local restaurant. They didn't get they lost their big bowl sponsor was AvoCare, who had bailed on them, and they did a bunch of early college football games, and they bailed on the game in Shreveport. So this company goes, hey, I'll step up with whatever I can in order to make sure this bowl continues. Is that bad?
No, but I will say that I was able to find a couple of lists of some of the weird ones, and
okay.
there was two that I remember vaguely, but I was able to find them. So one of them is the Progressive Gator Bowl.
Progressive Insurance?
Well, no, just Gator Bowl. That by itself, I don't get that. That should just be a Florida I think of a Florida football. That's all I think of.
No, because that's up in Jacksonville. The Gator Bowl's in Jacksonville.
Right, but I think of the Florida Gators.
Okay, then maybe that's you, because that Gator Bowl's been going on for a long time. And a lot of those used to be, like, whatever the school would have a bowl in their backyard, and normally they would get to be in it. Like, the reason we have there's a couple bowls like that. Like the Gator Bowl would be one. Sugar Bowl was in LSU's backyard.
How about the Beef O'Brady's St. Petersburg Bowl?
Okay, again, that was one of those. That was one of those. I told you about those. Those owned and operated ESPN bowls make it possible for ESPN to pay all those rights fees for the national championship games because the advertising. Remember I told Paul in Phoenix this a couple weeks ago. The advertising dries up past Christmas. So Beef O'Brady's is a chain of restaurants in Tampa Bay, and they stepped up to sponsor this owned and operated ESPN Bowl. But does that hurt anybody?
No, I just think that it sounds a little bit ridiculous.
Okay, but does it hurt anybody?
Well,
like,
no,
we should just get rid of all these bowls.
It doesn't hurt anybody. It's just I'd like for them to have a bit more of a name that I can take seriously.
Like what?
Well, certainly not the PapaJohns.com Bowl.
Well, what in Louisville? It's Yum. Whatever is the name of their arena.
I would rather them be going back to like the Glass Bowl or the Refrigerator Bowl.
But there's
like
there's no sponsors that go along with that.
I understand that, but I'm just saying that the adding on the sponsorship and the weird names that attach to them, it all just.
So that's the reason why we shouldn't have all the bowl games.
No, I'm saying they just need to rename them and make them have a bit more clout to them rather than just have them. That's a sponsorship thing.
I don't even know who you are. I'm going to make you read commercials from now on.
Am I going to have to read commercials now?
I'm going to make you just read commercials.
Oof.
But here, okay, we're going to talk more. You know what? I'm working. I just got called from the network. I'm working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You might be a guest, and I'm going to let America ridicule you.
If you can get me up at that time, then fine.
All right, today's show is brought to you by Dragon Ball. What?
Rich Herrera. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang Working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down in less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry. Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, 3 to go, steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him.
All right, it's Rich Herrera Radio Show. Camps open throughout the National Football League. A week ago, Veterans Report today. Dragon Ball's excited. I just can't catch a break with this, can I?
Is it doing the thing where it's dipping on you again? Oh,
yep.
boy.
Oh. All right, you talk for a minute. I got to fix this stupid microphone.
All right. Well, again, folks, just a reminder, like we said, camps opened up around the NFL for veterans here, and we are...
All right. No, it still doesn't work.
Still doesn't work? So we're gonna
I'm having one of those days.
It's one of those days.
Yeah. I'll just hold the microphone here Don't pay attention to me. I'll just hold the microphone here. There you go.
Okay.
Anyway, time for your football headlines, right?
Yep.
Is that what I'm supposed to do right here?
Yep.
All right. Sorry, my microphone keeps moving on me. If you're watching on Facebook, it's pretty funny is the whole microphone just keeps moving, so I have to keep moving my head down to stay with the microphone. All right, time now for our Dragon Ball football headlines.
All right, well, thank you, Rich. So
No, I didn't introduce you yet.
What?
I'm still mad at you for not liking the Beef O'Brady's St.
Petersburg Bowl.
Have you ever been to Beef O'Brady's? It's a fine meal.
No, I've not been to Beef O'Brady's.
It's a family sports bar. You would actually go. You know what? There's probably one that's all Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and I'm not going to take you now.
I wouldn't doubt it. There's always at least one Pittsburgh something.
That's true. Why don't you people just stay home?
Believe me, if we could, we would.
All right, let's get to Dragon Ball's football headlines.
Thank you very much, Rich. So our first headline is going to come out of Tampa Bay. Tom Brady may not have Gronkowski going into the season, but he will have another all-pro selection for his targets this year, and that is Julio Jones. Is signing a one-year deal with Tampa Bay.
To play with the GOAT.
Now, this is interesting in that he had been released by Tennessee back in March.
Right.
And the Packers were reportedly interested, and the Buccaneers end up snatching Julio away from the Green Bay Packers. I can't imagine how Aaron Rodgers feels hearing that.
Yeah. But again, you know why they can afford him?
Because Tom takes this pay cut.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers cannot complain about not having enough people around him because Aaron Rodgers will max out his contract. Tom Brady will leave a little bit left on the table to make sure that he has enough money for Julian Edelman over the years and Gronk and everybody else he needs to leave money for.
Right.
So, again, it's a salary cap. They can't go past the salary cap. So, if that's great, if you want the do-re-mi, go ahead. But don't complain if I don't have enough players around me if you took every dime you could. And I know I was just harassing you about being anti-capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
You're a true capitalist.
How so?
No, I'm just saying you're a capitalist. I'm not calling you anything else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're a capitalist.
Yeah.
Yay, capitalism.
Yay.
It's like Austin Powers. Oh, look, you just woke up. Oh, yay.
Yay.
Oh, wait a minute. The other one's won. The thing is, we've talked about this, and I've given you the example that if you're Dragon Ball and you went, did you buy your lottery tickets tonight?
Not tonight, no.
How much is it up to?
It's almost, I want to say it's just about over 600.
No, that's what it was last. I think it was 798. $810 million, I think, is what it's at now. What do you know? If you win, you're just going to put it in your mattress. You'll have the world's tallest mattress. You're not going to buy anything fun. Oh, I'm going to pay off all my credit cards.
$830 million tonight.
I'm not coming to work tomorrow if I win that.
You're going to be on the road.
That's true.
You may be going to L.A., but you won't be going for work at that point.
Oh, no, I'm riding on a Learjet. On a G6, man. On a G6, I'll be all iced out. I'll have more bling than Wander Franco.
Just make sure you don't put it in your car safe
because it's not safe. No. So if you're Dragon Ball and you make $30 million, you have a certain lifestyle, right? You can afford a G6. You can afford a Bentley, Rolls, all the rest of that. You make $30 million a year. How much more? How would it change your life to get $34 million? Does that make much of a difference?
Not that much if that's already what I'm earning.
No, it doesn't change. So that's why, listen, get as much money as you can, but it's also it's a little bit different than that. My computer just blew up. What happened to my computer?
It just had a quick little I think it's one of those Windows notifications.
Oh, well, we've had with the storms, we've had power surges all day. I just thought everything flickered.
No, nothing turned off as of right now.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think that's what that was. It was just one of those emails saying, "Hey, you might need to update this" or something that nature.
Viruses. Those are for suckers.
You better hope not.
No, you got IT people that take care of that. just because I like to download Japanese anime.
No.
So anyway, Aaron Rodgers, great. You maxed out all your money, but you're never going to have enough players around you. So don't complain. Tom Brady's got all those rings. Why? Because he left a little bit left for everybody else so he could win. All right, anyway, go ahead. What are you looking at me for?
Well, I wasn't sure if
I'm done. I'm done with my point.
Okay. This headline we got coming out of Cincinnati: Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow will be going under the knife. Luckily, not for anything majorly serious. He's just going to go ahead and have his appendectomy. So he's going to miss some time for the during the opening part of training camp, but he is expected to go ahead and be good to go. If not at the start of preseason, at the very least sometime during the preseason.
It's not that big of a deal. Have you ever had your appendix out?
No, I'm happy to say that I never had anything taken out of my body.
Oh, I had stuff put in.
Or stuff put in.
I've augmented. Again, listen, I know there's that nasty rumor on the internet about me. I cannot confirm nor deny that I'm Chris Hemsworth body double in Thor.
Right. Can't confirm nor deny, but it's out there.
It's out there. No, I had my appendix taken out when I was a kid, and there's a big gaping scar on my abdomen like that. Now, they just it's not arthroscopic, laparoscopic or whatever, where they just like stick a little balloon in you or stick a little claw in you, done.
I mean,
and that's how it sounds. Done.
I mean, it's like you said, it's just like a little vacuum.
Done.
They just
a little vacuum.
They go ahead and they put it in. They have the camera in there, and they just go ahead and they snip whatever 2 parts they need to go ahead and have it pulled out, and then they just go ahead and drag it out.
Okay.
Shouldn't be anything serious, like they said, but it's interesting that happened right after the Bengals owner just got done saying we will do everything we can to keep Joe Burrow standing for the long term. It's like,
what are they going to trade him somewhere where he can win?
I mean, you could make the argument they could win in Cincinnati.
We'll see.
So
with their cool new white helmets that look like they belong to Siegfried and Roy.
Everybody's got their new
it's so stupid.
They've got all their new helmets. You got guys that are going all white for their helmets. You got guys that are going all black for their helmets. Like the Eagles had an all black jersey helmet that just got revealed, but they're not saying when they're going to wear it. And I think the Giants just got done saying they're going to have their the old Lawrence Taylor era Giants jerseys come back that have the big just Giants written on the side of the helmet.
I don't mind that.
Those are cool. I prefer those over their current jerseys, and I certainly don't like the Jets' new jerseys. Just go back to the old Joe Namath look and be fine. Or if at the very least go back to the all green, like disgusting Jets of the 90s, because that'll be hilarious.
All right, what else do you got?
So we got this one coming out of Dallas. Our dear friend, and
I was going to do a whole segment on this.
Oh yeah,
but I didn't want to make Vicky Baker mad.
Yeah, we got our dear friend to the show, Jerry Jones, general manager and owner of the Dallas Cowboys, saying that the Cowboys need to be viable in the playoffs for it to be a successful season. And there's been a lot of discussion about him and head coach Mike McCarthy saying if I didn't believe in Mike McCarthy, he wouldn't be here. So needless to say, now it seems that there's actually going to be an expectation by Jerry Jones this season for the Dallas Cowboys this year.
He said that, my birthday's coming up. My age, I don't have much longer. Let's go. Got to get to the playoffs. I have this. I wrote this down. This is going to make somebody mad. You realize the Dallas Cowboys have not gone and won back-to-back playoff games in consecutive years this century.
Yes.
You realize they haven't been in the Super Bowl in 26 years. Jaron, you're not viable.
No.
You're not viable. I'm sorry, Cowboy fans. Now, I am wearing my 49er hat today, but you're not viable. You're not. You're living in the past. You're ancient history. There are kids that could go drinking with me at Whiskey Roads that have never been alive to see a Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl victory. Do you realize how old and scraggly those Dallas Cowboy championship shirts are?
Yep. They've been around for a while.
Jerry, maybe you should think about changing general managers. Just a thought. You haven't won in 26 years. You haven't won back-to-back playoff years this century.
Maybe a change is needed.
Maybe, just maybe, we should find a new general manager somehow.
It'd be something to talk about.
Something to talk about. All right, what else do you got?
One last one that I want to just go ahead and just briefly touch on here. This one coming out of Seattle. Sadly, it is the end of the career for running back Chris Carson. He is calling it a career due to neck injuries. Just wanted to say we wish him well. It's never easy to see young guys, especially like Chris Carson, have to go ahead and call it a year. I mean, he's only 27, but he's already saying not gonna risk it anymore because of the neck injuries that he's had going into the last couple of seasons that he's had with the Seahawks.
All right, there you go. All right, coming up, I'll give you the big stories today, and then we had a big announcement earlier today. We're going to show it to you coming up here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to hand off. It is backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ball game. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
We're tied. Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go.
Clock this morning. You tried to find out, but every time you looked at your screen, that idiot next to you told the boss.
Jeez, when did everyone get so cynical?
It's cool. We got your back. It's time for your 5 p.m. update on Wildcats Radio 1290 with the biggest stories around Tucson, Arizona, and the world. Here is your anchorman, Rich Herrera.
I don't go make burgers where you work and they tell you how to make burgers.
Today's program is brought to you by QC Kinetics. If you suffer from joint pain from arthritis or an injury, you know the traditional treatments, pain meds, steroids, you don't want that, then surgery. Come on. There's a better way. It's here right now. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. This is an advanced, exciting, natural alternative that can give you lasting relief using your body's own healing powers. Listen, steroid shots are toxic to your joints. Pain meds are addictive, and nobody wants to go under the knife. Come on, for gosh sake, it's 2022, and those ways are out. There's new ways. It's called regenerative medicine. It can restore and repair damaged joint tissue using the natural biologic, no drugs, no downtime, and no surgery. QC Kinetics regenerative protocols can address any pain, any joint, and give you quality of life. They'll give you the quality of life you deserve. Call now and schedule your free consultation, 520-497-4955. That's 520-497-4955. That's 520-497-4955. QC Kinetics. All right, here's the big stories of the day. Did you see this? Adele has a residency show in Vegas. Would you go see Adele?
What's a residency show?
What is wrong with you today?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Vegas as it is. What is a is that like the Celine Dion thing? Where she just shows
you're the unhippest guy today.
I don't go to see the big shows in Vegas. I'm not a big fan of them.
What's the biggest show you've ever seen?
Probably the free concert I went to at NAU when it was a Wiz Khalifa concert. And I wore my Steelers jersey to the Wiz Khalifa concert.
Why?
Because he's a big Pittsburgh guy.
Did he notice you to give a shout out?
No,
hey,
I wasn't.
Give a shout out to my homie wearing the Pittsburgh Steeler jersey.
I was up in the nosebleeds, but I did bring the terrible towel when he started singing Black and Yellow. So that was me.
What's up?
That was probably the biggest show I've ever been to.
What's in the house? I want to give a shout out to my homie Dragon Ball wearing the Steeler jersey. You know how we roll.
But yeah, what's a residency show?
That's when you do a long-standing show in Las Vegas. So instead of touring, you just take up residency in Las Vegas.
Okay, so this is like
what did you think it was?
Well, I don't.
What were you getting? No, because you had a look on your face like, what the hell are you talking about?
I wasn't sure if this was like discussing like, oh, she helps people move into homes in Las Vegas. Because that's residency to me. Like, I don't know. Again, there's a lot of weird, like, Netflix shows and stuff like that. So it's like there's a whole competition I saw last night about, like, people blowing glass or something like that.
Coming up next on Netflix, Adele helps a family of 4 move into a new condominium in North Las Vegas. It's called Adele's Residency. A residency show is when you take up residency and you play for, like, 6 months in Las Vegas.
Okay, so it's like what Britney Spears and Celine Dion and all them do.
Yes.
Okay.
Coming up next on Netflix, Adele helps a family of 3 move into their dream house out in...
I just thought, I didn't know what that was. I just figured like, oh, she's got a show going in Vegas. And I always thought that all those deals were like, oh, they're staying for 6 months. I just figured that was how it works in Vegas.
No. So she has a new residency show. Did you see how much? Well, obviously you're not a Vegas guy.
Not really. So how much does it cost you to go and see the residency show?
Take a guess.
Okay,
I'm bringing it up for a reason.
This is Las Vegas, and this is for one night.
For
right?
one night.
One night. And it's just a concert. It's not any like major like move.
Nope.
Like okay.
She's not helping you move into your house.
Right. I'm gonna say you're looking at roughly.
Come on, baller.
$280 a ticket.
$280 a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're about quadrillion dollars off. Ticket for 2 to see Adele in Las Vegas.
No.
$40,000.
That is absurd.
$20K a piece.
That's absurd. I demand surf and turf for every song she sings if that is the case. That's absurd.
But she's got a dolly, and she'll help you move into your new house when you're done.
No.
It's about what I paid for my movers to come here from California.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then the other big ticket that's just got on sale this week, the boss, Bruce Springsteen. You know how much his tickets are? Not as much as Adele, because he's touring around the country.
Yeah, it's 2 for $40,000 for Adele.
Right.
I'm going to say for 2 tickets.
No, just for one.
Just for one ticket. Mark me down, I guess, if this is the case for Vegas. I'm going to go and say maybe $650.
No, you're way off. You need to win the lottery tonight more than me so you could figure out how much things cost. Bruce Springsteen, $4,000 a ticket. Glory days.
This is why I don't go out to no concerts or anything like that. This is absurd.
That's why I stay home and watch Dragon Ball.
No, absolutely.
So I stay home and watch. I watch Dragon Ball Z.
Thousands of dollars to
I've
see
never paid that much. I've never paid that much for a concert.
Inconceivable!
Like the best show I've ever seen. I saw Tony Bennett at Caesar's Palace once in Vegas.
Okay,
that's a great show. I saw David Cassidy at the MGM Grand. And what was the name of the show? I don't know, something like over the top big.
Right.
I've seen Cirque a couple times, but I would never pay that.
No. I wouldn't pay that for a cruise.
Oh, Dragon Ball, you're so fun. What else can I tell you about? What are the other big stories today? We had a big announcement we'll tell you about coming up here in just a second. I lost all my papers. What else is on my list of things I was going to tell everybody about today? I'm taking a couple days off, heading over to Los Angeles tomorrow for Pac-12 Media Day, and we will talk to the commissioner of the Pac-12. I just got it confirmed in an email. So that's pretty big. Jerry Jones says that the Dallas Cowboys need to be viable to make the playoffs. Sorry, Vicky Baker.
They need to be viable in the playoffs.
Oh, not to make the playoffs.
No,
they need to be viable.
Viable in the playoffs.
What is that going to mean?
Have a successful season. So basically, he's saying, Mike, if you don't get me to the NFC Championship game, you're fired. That's basically what that.
I hope he has the same conversation with general manager. Yankees and Mets playing first time ever in the history of the two franchises. They're both in first place as they get together
for the time being. Because the Mets, let's be honest here, they're losing their traction here.
Beat the Mets. Come on, everybody, let's beat the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Come on out, you'll have the time of your life.
Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. The Braves just jumped you. What is life? That's the Mets
I think you're right. I think you should stay home.
Yeah.
Mike Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton's going on the IL for the New York Yankees. That's the first big injury they have. We'll see whether Uncle Aaron can keep that together. All right, Mike Fader joins us next. Big announcement. Wildcat Radio 1290. Stepping up for the sports fans around here. So you're going to hear what Mike Fader has to say. We are stepping forward and sponsoring something big here in town. That's next.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at